Karma clap.
And welcome back to Gorgeous Pandemonium. I'm Gabrielle.
And I'm Charissa. We're so excited to have you join us for another episode where we dive into the big things, the little things, and all the gorgeous chaos in between.
So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's get into it.
And we're live.
Heyo. And we're live. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to episode.
18.
Oh, yeah. Here we are.
Woo!
Welcome
Gosh, we're
to.
getting to adult stage now.
My gosh. Our pod can legally vote. That's
Yes.
scary.
It's great though. I love it.
It's so good.
Yes.
Okay. So it's a check in week. It's um 18 seems like a really big number.
Yeah. I know
Like,
it
how many
does.
months is this now? 12 is 3.
5? Because did we start? We started, right?
The
5.
pod is as old as my relationship. This is great. This is fantastic.
That's funny. When we're on
Oh,
our 6th check-in.
dang. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is so exciting. We have
Is
Batty Bat here to celebrate this.
I can always hear it. I don't know if you can hear it in the recording,
I
but
don't
it's
think
so
that anyone
beautiful.
else can, but it's the
Yeah.
sweetest thing.
But I can hear it and I love it.
Good. Okay. So, to kick us off, we have our big word flashcards.
Word of the day.
Last week we were such fools. Not fools. I'm not going to say that we're fools. We were just so excited about our topics that we forgot to do our word of the day.
We did, yes,
But
but
that's
we will
okay.
not forget moving forward.
Yes.
I mean, I am not gonna promise that, but we're gonna do our best
We're going
to
to do
not
our
forget.
darndest not to forget again. Okay, so do we remember what our one last time was?
Odoriferous.
Yes, odoriferous. Odoriferous. Beautiful.
That was a
Okay,
fun one.
so this is number 18. This is a good one. This one is hoity toity.
Hoity toity. I feel like you use that.
I do. This is actually one I love.
What? Oh, hey, look at me. I spelled it right. Nice.
Nice.
All
Okay,
right.
so
I feel
hoity
like I'm
toity
a
is snobby, stuck up, and fancy pants. I do use fancy pants all the time.
snobby, stuck up, and fancy pants.
Some similar words, if you will. Okay, this one's weird. Highfalutin, pompous, or la-di-da.
That's funny.
So hoity-toity, so snobby. So we each need to use it in our check-ins today.
Okay.
We got
Okay.
this. I'm actually gonna leave it out so I don't forget it.
I'm gonna have to figure out that one. Okay. The last one, I was like, I know how I can work this in. But this one, I'm like, I don't know.
So that brings us, now that we have our word of the day,
Mm-hmm.
you ready to rock and roll?
Yes,
How the
I
hell
am.
are you, ma'am?
Oh man, I am. I am here. I am coloring. It's a very good regulating thing. I don't know. I am good in this moment. It's first off so lovely to see your face and to be able to talk to you. We were
Yeah.
just talking about how life is just so crazy. We're going so long now between like actually seeing each other and like even being able to talk as much as we used to, which sucks. I'm
Mhm.
over it.
You and me both.
But yeah. Um but yeah, I mean to be honest, things have been challenging lately. Things have been in just like so many different ways, I guess. Emotional, overwhelming some days, overstimulating, stressful, lots of different things. So, some things that I have been focusing on to just try to get through all of it. First one, I've been trying to ground more and like get out in nature. Um this last weekend, I was able to go to a lake with some friends and kids, and it was so much fun. it was so much more fun than I thought it was going to be. Like, not that I didn't think it was gonna be fun, but it was just and not even fun, like, it was relaxing and refreshing, and it was just so amazing. I've been to this lake before, and every time I went to lakes when I was younger was my dad used to have a boat, so we would go on the boat, and we would you know, go do water activities and get flung off of tubes trying not to die and super fun, honestly, I miss it. But, like, be out in the middle of the lake, like, total different experience. I can't say that I've ever truly gone to a lake and just, like, chilled on the beach and swam in the water right there, especially because, like, in Utah, like, we have man-made beaches, right? But, like, if we had the ocean right here, probably, but, like so I haven't really done that before, so but anyway, we went, and at first it was, like it was really hot outside, and the water was really cold, but we also got there at, like, 10 o'clock in the morning, but then as the day went on, like, it was so nice, and it was so like, we did end up getting all the way in the water, and there was, like, that sand in the water that it just, like, it I mean, it was like mud, obviously, but, like, as you walked down into the water deeper, you just, like, sunk in the sand. And it was both, like, it felt weird, but it felt good, and just, like, I mean, just being in nature, right? And then I literally sat in the sand and built a sandcastle with my daughter, and then one of our friends' kids came over, and I just sat and watched them just build this castle, and then like, in the water, there, was, like, seaweed and I mean, honestly, the water was a little gross, but, like, all sorts of stuff in it, but the kids just embraced it, and it was just so beautiful, and they were making these crazy things and potions and whatever with the seaweed and the water and the sand and the like, all the different things, and it was just, like it was just so great. We were there we probably left there at, like, 5 p.m., so we were there, like, all day, and it was just so beautiful, and then this last Monday, because it was a holiday, I we're like, let's go be out in nature again." We've been talking a lot about, like, wanting to, take the kids and even our dog to hiking, but the trail that we went to Donut Falls, for those in Utah that know it. Dogs not allowed, so we couldn't bring Ren, but it was so pretty. It's been so long since I've been there. The last time I was there, I think my oldest was literally not even a year, like a baby, and they're about to be 11. Ridiculous. I know. But it was so beautiful though because, I mean, again, just being in nature, and it was so grounding for me personally, but also, like, it was so refreshing watching the kids and just, like, almost how natural they felt in that environment, and how, like I don't even remember, there was something they were talking about something or I don't know, we were hot or complaining or something, and I was like, "Let's just listen to nature for a minute. Let's just be at peace as we're walking. I want you to listen. I want you to listen to the trees, listen to the squirrels, 'cause there were squirrels everywhere, and obviously there's people everywhere too, but I was like, let's just do this grounding thing as we're walking and listening, and you can touch the trees and whatever." And they loved it so much, we did it for so long. Like, we did it for a good majority of the hike, where they were just like every time someone would talk, they'd be like, "No, let's just listen." And, like, they'd walk up and my daughter kept the only thing she would say is she would walk by and touch the leaves and tell the plants how beautiful they are and how much she appreciated, them to show us their beauty and letting us walk through and letting us touch them and letting us just be in their presence, and it was just like like, she just said these things, and I was like, "This is so cute, I love it so much." So that was very refreshing, and I'm trying to embrace that more. I shared with you a little bit before we started recording. Yesterday was a really heavy day, really, really heavy, and I I mean, it was heavy, but I was also working, and, like, I had a million things to do, right? So it was one of those, like I have so much to do, I can't fully step away, but I'm like, I need to allow myself a moment. So I literally was like messaging with one of my friends and I was like, gonna go cry real quick and then hop onto this meeting. And I walked upstairs and Rin was like bugging me like he needed to go out. So I opened the door to let him outside and he literally just went and laid on the grass and looked at me. And I was like, the fuck are you doing? Like, I've got shit to do. Get up. And he just like laid there and looked at me. And I was like, you know what? Cool. Okay. So I went out and I laid on the grass with him. And I watched some ants lifting some leaves and just living their lives. And he loved it. Like he laid next to me and then he rolled around in the grass and then he like came up and kissed me. And it was just like, it was so cute. And it was like, I had to go back in and hop onto a meeting and like literally, um, it was short lived, but it was just like, I was like, okay, I need to get out into nature where I can. I mean, obviously it was in my front yard in, you know, not so much straight up in nature, but it was like all the kids were in school, so it was quieter outside and I took my shoes off and I literally just laid in the grass and just like felt the sun on my skin and it was beautiful. So I've been focusing on that. I'm also focusing on regulating where I can, mainly for the kids, but I'm figuring out that all of our bodies kind of crave these things. I know that we had kind of talked about like in previous episodes of regulating ourselves in different ways. But there's literally like there's so many things to be mindful of. So I was going through some notes of I don't even really know what to call them. I feel like I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how to throw this damn word in here, and I don't know how. I don't even know how to refer to these, but they're just like regulating things that like exercises, I guess, that your body craves, especially children's bodies. One of them is called damn it, now I don't remember. I don't anyway, it's just like an exercise, but it's like the different things that your body craves, especially for people with like neurodivergencies and stuff. Your body craves deep pressure and it craves movement and it craves just like these different things that especially when like for kids, if you're going through transitions that are really hard, doing these things or like giving yourself like these different exercises that provide deep pressure can help your body handle that transition and that change easier. So, for example, one of them is laying inverted, so, like, laying down and having your head hanging off something, or spinning around, or pushing something heavy, sitting with a weighted blanket on your lap, like, there's multiple of these things, so I have gone through this whole thing of trying to, like, I don't know, make it fun for my kids, I guess. I have, like, a whole system. They can, like, spin a wheel that it lands on a color, and then they choose a card with that color, and it has, like, one of these activities on it. And so, like, this has been very new, like, this week, and so I've been trying to get them into doing it. And, like, most of the things are things that they enjoy and it's fun, but I'm having to, like, show them some of it and, like, be there to support them in it. And granted, I can't do all the things that they do, like, I can't sit and spin, and I can't, like my daughter, we read books to her at night, and so I laid in her bed with her last night, and she laid on her bed and then hung her head off, and so I did the same thing, and we read the book upside down, and then I sat up, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. I can't do that for that long." So, I can't do it, like, all the same as they do, but it's interesting because like, in doing these things, I found that, I think specifically the deep pressure, like, just having weight on you or, like, holding weight is, like, weirdly satisfying to your body. Another thing that you can do is, like, if you're having to, like, write a paper or you're, like, typing on a computer, can you move locations? Can you lay on the floor and type or write? Can you sit on the couch and do it, right? So I had my oldest, laying on the floor and I got down on the floor and laid next to him, and then they, like, jokingly laid on top of me, but then I was like, "Okay, like, this weight, like, it's kinda nice. Maybe I need a weighted blanket." So, yeah, we're working on regulating ourselves because our household seems to be very, overstimulated very easily right now, but, I mean, there's a lot of transitions going on right now and a lot of trying to get used to things, right? Like we're back into school routine, trying to maintain our household. I mean, obviously my youngest, this is her first year in full-time school. So just a lot of things that we're trying to get used to. Another thing that I'm trying to focus on, I know that I've talked a lot in previous episodes. I mean, even now, like I think the second episode of angel numbers and like my journey with angel numbers and like just being so mindful of all the different signs from the universe. And I'm still getting a lot of those. And I think that you and I have talked previously about us specifically getting a lot of very positive ones of like things are coming, things are moving in a really good direction. And like I keep getting that and I keep getting that. And it seems like things in some places, I mean, I'm not going to say in all places, but in some places, it seems like things are just getting harder and tighter and more when I say tighter, like, I just, like, I feel boxed in, I feel sometimes like I'm drowning and I'm just, like, trying to do what I can to keep my head above water, right? Like, it just some days are so heavy and it just feels like so much, but it's like then it's like, "Hey, here's an angel number, like, it's gonna be okay, things are good," and sometimes that's so hard because you're like, "Okay, is it good? Is it coming?" Right? I've been getting these signs for so long, and I don't know, like, in the moments, it can be really hard, but I'm trying to focus on, first off, seeing the growth because, I mean, like we were just saying, we've been doing this podcast for 5 months now, and, like, thinking back of where we were when we started it, like, individually, we have both grown so much. We have changed and healed and, like, so many things. We have moved through so many things, and so I'm trying to, like, be mindful of those things of, like, these numbers and these signs and these things that I'm going through, like, it is happening, right? Maybe I'm not, like, seeing I don't know, like, sometimes it's not, like, right in front of you, like, you have to remember it, and I wrote down on my bullet points here that I'm talking through, moving forward with faith, which I feel like is really weird for me to say because growing up, that was, like I mean very religious, just trusting that God is gonna, God is good and gonna give you all the things and whatever, whatever. Obviously, if you're like doing the things that he thinks you should be doing. Um, so I think I've been a little bit more like obviously since growing out of that and trying to come to terms as an adult with like what my faith or spirituality or beliefs are. Using the word faith feels weird to me, but like, I mean, that's what it is, right? Like moving forward with blind faith and understanding and trust and just knowing that there are things out there that are meant for me. I am deserving of these things that are coming and I don't know, to a point maybe some of this is like I don't want to say that it's a test because I feel like that's also a very religious term of like, you know, anytime that you were ever going through any hardship, everyone's like, "Oh, this is just one of God's tests," like it's gonna be you're gonna come out on the other end and he's gonna bless you and whatever. So I'm like, it feels so weird to tell myself of like, this is part of it.
God wouldn't give you more than you can handle.
Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. That's such a I hate that saying. But yeah, I mean that's where my mind goes. So it's weird to I don't know, to be thinking through this. But that's really, really what it is of I'm like, I know, again, reminding myself I've done so much work. We are even though things maybe don't seem as bright right now as I feel like they should with all the work that we've put in, just realizing like there have been changes. There has been a lot of things that like I really have done the work and have seen the benefits from that and whatever. So anyway, I am trying really hard to be positive in my mindset of like, I know that things are hard right now, but this is temporary and we will get through it. And we just, in this time while these things are hard, I'm grounding, I'm trying to regulate, I'm leaning on I've been very focused on like my home and family, like James and my kids, and I don't know, just maintaining that unit and you and I just talked about too, making sure that we're staying in this relationship too, speaking to each other, not, blocking each other out and stepping away from things because we're here to support each other. So that's another thing, just trying to remember the people that are here and that I'm not alone in all this and I don't have to carry it alone. And I keep I keep getting that. Even in angel numbers, in tarot readings, all of it is like every time I'm like, "Vox, help me understand this." Vox is like, "You don't have to do it alone." And I'm like, "I know. Okay, I get it." Maybe I don't, because I keep getting that sign, so I need to, like, really lean into that, but but I'm trying to be more mindful of it. With yesterday being so heavy, that was actually a lot of the angel numbers that I got, was 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was like Vox was like, that like 1, 2, 3, 4 is a sequence, is steps, right? Like, you're taking steps, and specifically, you don't have to take these steps alone. You don't have to carry all of this alone through these steps, so so with that also, taking it step by step, taking it day by day, giving myself grace, which I feel like is something I've kinda said and tried to be mindful of through this past year plus, of this healing journey, growing journey that we call life, so and even with that, I feel like I've come a further way with that, of giving myself grace. I'm a lot quicker to give myself grace and to I can't think of the word, like, acknowledge myself or empathize with myself, right? Like, even with, for example, yesterday, some of the heaviness, something that I tend to do to myself is, like, some of the heaviness I know was heavier for others involved than it was for me, and so I tend to, like, lessen mine because of that. I'm like, "Hey, they're going through it, they're handling it. I'm fine, I can handle it," right? And maybe not even that, but like validating myself that I'm okay to have these feelings. I'm okay even though again this heaviness or this thing may be worse for other people. I'm still okay to cry. I'm still okay to feel these things and to navigate through this in my own way. Even if they don't cry and they navigate it through it a different way. Um yeah, I don't know why I have done that for so much of my life, of, like, even simple things, like, I'm like, "Oh, man, my life is so hard right now," and I'm like, "What? I have a roof over my head, I have food, I have all these things, life is so much harder for so many other people," and I'm like, "Okay, stop. I'm allowed to have hard days and to feel these things." So, this conversation has really helped me also to realize, and sharing this, I have come a lot further than I realized in the moments. So, I am good. Overall, things are hard. We are working through it. We are doing things that we can to survive, get us through, and continue moving towards the things that we deserve. That is my check-in.
I love that. That's
Thank
beautifully
you.
said.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now for you. How
How
are
am I
you?
supposed to follow up with that?
You can do
Goodness.
it.
Okay. So I actually do have a few points I wanted to hit on overall.
Okay.
Uh, I think last week or the week before, maybe, I started talking about like routine switches that I've been trying to implement. Some of them are still going really well. Not all of them, unfortunately. There are quite a few that I've just been like, that's just too much. Like, let's be honest. But for the most part, like I'm doing better. I've actually implemented new routines that I didn't list off, but like, so I've been cooking at home more and I've been meal prepping for myself as well as the boyfriend every now and then. I say that I've done it for him once, twice. Does not mean that that's like, I mean, I did it though.
You did. Give yourself
But
grace. Give yourself credit.
right? I did do it. It's easier to cook for him than it is for me, even just, like, meal prepping, just, like, for lunches and stuff. Like, it's so much easier to meal prep for him than it is for
Uh-huh.
myself because I'm like, "Well, I don't wanna eat what I'm making. I wanna go to Wendy's on my way home." But I'm trying to be better about that because I've noticed that my go-to foods that my go-to foods are not as nourishing as they should be, so I've been trying to implement better nourishing foods and stuff into my diet, which is good. let's see, trying to celebrate my little wins here and there because I've been trying to make sure that whether or not the medication I'm on works, that I am still celebrating the good because with or without medication, life is hard. So I've been trying to implement the little celebrations and I've been trying to work on my relationship with money and like reprogramming my body, mind, and soul that money is safe with me and I am safe to have money. Because I'm not entirely sure when whatever happened to make me feel like money isn't safe. I'm not safe with it. It's not safe with me. I don't know what happened, when it happened, where it happened, but something happened. And so now I'm having to relearn that it is like money is safe with me, that it's okay for me to have money and that I can have money when and be okay, right? Like, I can have nice things and not be broke. So, that's a big thing that I'm working on as well. Um, it's very hard sometimes, but, um so I know you and I touched on it earlier because I had mentioned that I don't know if the medication is working or if I'm just out of the funk that I was in. Um, because like, with me, when Jessie, the messy depressy, comes to play, uh, it's not forever. It's for a few weeks. It gets pretty dark, and then I scare myself into being okay again, and I don't know if that's what happened or if it's actually the medication working, but I've been trying to check in with myself to make sure that the emotions what I'm projecting is what I'm actually feeling, which so far so good, I think. And as we were talking, I was actually thinking, I'm pretty sure the medication is working, at least in like a calming manner, because I'm in the point of my cycle where I should have had my meltdown and I didn't have a meltdown. So here we are, meltdown free. So hey, I think it might be working, which is great. School is back in session, so I am a little overwhelmed because I am taking 3 classes this semester, which is great, which is good because I have 3 this semester and 2 next semester, and then I'm done. I might not even have to do all 3 this semester. Hopefully, fingers crossed, on Monday I go in and I take the CLEP test, which if you're not familiar with that, it is a test where I can test out of the basic English or math or whatever. I already took my math class because I did not test out of that, but I'm able to hopefully test out of English 1010, which is what I'm enrolled in right now. And if that's the case, then I'll be able to drop that class and just have the 2 to focus on this semester, which would be a lot nicer. But yeah, so that's where I'm at with school. I am trying really, really hard to figure out what I'm doing career-wise. Like, granted, I'm aware I'm in school and, like, the bed and breakfast is not a right now plan, and I am so grateful for the job that I have. I just that inkling in my soul is so strong right now where it's like, this isn't what I'm meant to do because there's something out there that is more fulfilling for me. And that's very hard to feel that and have that knowing inside that my life has more purpose than what I'm doing with it, and being with a company that has been so good to me and, like, having that feeling of, like, "Okay, well, the company is good to me. How could I leave them?" Right? How could I leave this company? Which is really, really hard, and I'm sure that, Charyssa, I'm sure you were feeling that as well. Not saying you would want to leave your company, but, like, it's really, really hard to try and find something more fulfilling when they treat you as well as they do. So, that's been a really hard thing for me lately, but for right now, I am chugging along, I'm still showing up, I am still doing my job to the best that I can. I'm gonna go back to my mental health a little bit. So I've been a lot overwhelmed with like so much information from everywhere. When it comes to like, I'm trying to learn to be more mindful and intentional of what I say and the words that I use. So I will go on the TikTok. I'm on witch talk and I'm on spiritual talk and all of these different sides, and everyone has their own opinion on how you should speak and what you should be doing, and affirmations are it and affirmations are not it. Those are just excuses waiting to happen. Like it it's so much all the time. Um and I actually had one of the topics I had told you I wanted to bring to the table was being intentional with the words that you use. And when I was writing them down, I would, because like I got them off of like an article and a TikTok and a YouTube thing that I was watching. And some of those words we use every day, and not in a negative way, so appreciate. You and I tell each other we appreciate each other every day. According to this one guy on this one thing, on this one platform, that's not a good thing because it's comparing a relationship to currency and it's transactional because it's appreciate. The word appreciate refers to money because when it appreciates, it grows, right? So like I see the logic in it, but at the same time, I appreciate you not for what you give me, but because you're you, and because you're you, you add to my life. And I don't think that's transactional, but like things like that. So it's like because like the way my brain works is like when I hear stuff like that, I kind of throw myself into it a little bit and I try to like really grasp everything. And some of my favorite words like hope's not a good one. It's faith without expectation. So you have faith in something that may or may not happen and you don't know if it's going to happen. There's no intention behind it. It's just there. But to me, hope is so much more. Like, and so like trying to not unlearn, but like process these tidbits from these other people who I'm sure that in their life and whatever their experience is on this earth is wildly different from mine. And that's probably true for them. It just frustrates me how people are putting it out there so matter of factly, that it's not a question. It's not a discussion, it is law. And that is very confusing when you are trying to figure yourself out. So that's been very overwhelming, and I've been trying to navigate through that. I've been taroting more, and that's been really good to get back. Actually, so my friend, the mistress, when my headspace was really not good before I started my medication, she actually sent me new tarot cards, and they're so pretty. It's the stained glass deck. So pretty.
Oh,
Okay, so she's just so freaking thoughtful. Cause like this is the second deck she's gotten me. She's just like it was just super sweet. So I've actually been using these. Look at that.
ooh.
Isn't that so cool? And like the backs of them,
Oh my gosh.
and
I love that.
so I've actually been using these a lot, which have been wonderful. And I feel good when I read tarot, whether it's for collective or for myself. Like I feel good. I feel connected. I feel like the universe and I are together again, which is really nice. But yeah, sorry. Back to the um podcast. So with the podcast, I want to shout out you and our listeners who have been so wonderful and diligent with us. You guys are slaying. So we talk a lot about healing out loud and that nobody is alone, right? Because you're not. Like that's why we created this platform. We created a space for not just for us to feel safe to communicate our headspace and where we're at and whatever, right? But for anyone who needs it, like we're here, right? So I just need to shout you out because this has given me such a beautiful space to be so vulnerable and safe. And I appreciate that so much. And there's my gratitude. And even when like we're not, but yeah, so like, okay, so with this podcast, like something I've noticed with us is that we don't show what? Did you hear it that
I
time?
did. It was little,
There it
but I
is,
heard it.
folks. There it is. I hope you heard it because I'm not removing it. Okay, so this space is not somewhere where we are high and mighty or hoity toity with anyone, right?
Yes.
This is a space where we are humbled and supportive and safe. And it doesn't matter how we show up. Like, there are some days we're recording and we're both in yesterday's makeup. Our hair is a mess and sweats and braless, right? But we're showing up. And that's what matters. And I want to leave our listeners with that little tidbit that it doesn't have to be big to matter. You don't have to show up in any particular way. Just showing up is magic in itself. And that's what you do for me. And I hope I do that for you.
I love that so much.
Thanks. With that being said, sweet listeners, how are you guys doing? Either comment it or send it to us in an email at gorgouspandemoniumpod@gmail.com. Um, but yeah, let us know. How are you doing? Where are you at? How can we lift you? What do you want us to talk about next?
Oh, love
But
that call
since
out.
since I have the mic still, I'm gonna switch gears. Is that okay?
Yes.
Cool. So I have some points to talk about with your stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so personal question. When did you really, like, truly start feeling that shift or need to come back to nature?
I will say it's been more recent. I feel like I I mean, I've always loved nature. Like, I mean, anytime like we've talked about like camping or something, right? I'm like, "Oh, I love it." Like that's how I spent a lot of my childhood, like my summers was camping or boating or like we were outside doing stuff. Um, but yeah, I've like craved it probably the past couple months, but it's just been like getting more and more. Um, so it was really great to be able to get out so recently. And it's also like, excuse me, I think I've shared, I don't remember if I have or not. I'm a little obsessed with sunflowers right now, and
I
I
don't
love
think
them
you
so
have.
I love them so much. They're so beautiful, and they're like, I'm just realizing, I don't know if this is everywhere or if this is new or what, but, like, specifically out by me, they are everywhere. They are growing on the side of the road, everywhere. Like, it is a little bit more it used to be more farmy out here, so there's still parts that are very much that, and so, like, they're very much there, but they're, like, wild ones, they're, like, not people growing them, they're not, like, the giant big ones, they're just, like, wild ones on the side of the road, but I have also seen people have the big ones that they're, like, growing in their yard or whatever, but, like, I've noted like, even on the, like, highways and main roads, like, they are everywhere, and I just, like, have this need to, like, have them and be in them and, I you've talked about how much you love flowers. I think flowers are beautiful. I don't I've told James before, like, "I don't need flowers." Like, that's not something that I like getting. I mean, I do, but it's not something that I want all the time. But,
It's
like,
not
I
a love
literally
language for you.
yeah. I literally just told him last weekend, "Okay, I know I've told you that I don't need you to buy me flowers, but I need sunflowers. Like, I need some. I have this need inside me to have sunflowers." And there's literally like, as I'm driving down the road, I'm like, "Can I just pull over and, like, pick some?" And I've looked it up, and it is illegal in some states, so I need to fully understand where I'm going, if it is legal or not. But, like, I literally took my kids to therapy the other day, and we every single week, we go to the same office, same place, right? There's a sunflower there on the side of the building. And so yesterday, I was like, "Oh my gosh, let's go look at the sunflower." And then we got up so close, and then I was like, "I don't know, I don't wanna disturb it. I don't wanna," because you have to, like, break it off. I didn't have any, like, scissors or anything, and I was like, "I don't wanna hurt it." But also, like, it looks like it's wild because there was a house behind that they had some in their backyard, and I was like, "I think it came from that," but also, like, what if this place meant to have I don't know, got in my head about it, but yeah, very much so recently, I have just been wanting to be so much in nature.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're embracing it.
Thank
Uh,
you.
that is such a stunning feeling. It's such like a okay, do you think that maybe it's the universe trying to teach you to stop and slow down and appreciate what it is? Because you want it, you want it, you want it, but then you get up to it and you could take it, but then you're like, "Oh, wait, that's not meant for me. That's meant to
Yeah.
thrive by itself."
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You're literally the universe is screaming at you to stop and smell the flowers.
100% because, I mean, as I am saying and trying to help regulate my household and the things that I've talked about before with the organizing and I mean I'm doing the work and like everything. I'm go, go, go all the time. So maybe that's a very fair call out. Well, this is a total I'm gonna say a little bit, I'm not gonna tangent on it. I think I shared with you we got my backyard cleared out of
Yes.
the fence high weeds that we had. And my plan is to do a garden, but I actually also have a wildflower seed kit that will be coming to me in October that I'm going to be growing some flowers back there. So
I'm so excited for you. That's gonna be
I can't believe I
stunning.
haven't shared that with you yet, actually.
I know,
I
like, what the
have
hell,
thought
dude?
about you every time that because it's delayed. Apparently it's really popular. So I keep getting
Yeah.
these emails that it's delayed. And I've thought about you every
Yeah.
time.
Well, heck, I love that. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
Okay, I have another one. So, with most of these are just comments, just so you're aware, because I have to put my 2 cents in on everything.
Oh, dude, I've got a whole paper of my 2 cents on yours.
Oh, I only have, like, 4 more things.
Oh, okay.
So, when you were talking about, like, having that weight on you, whether it's, like, a weighted blanket or when your oldest, like, laid on you,
Mhm.
and so it sparked in my brain, okay, that makes sense that it would regulate you or help anyone who has ADHD or is just overwhelmed in general or is neurodivergent in any way, because, like, even I know that when I am wildly overwhelmed, I have to have every single blanket in my apartment on my bed, and I'm under all of them. Like,
Okay.
to put that weight on, or I just need to be held.
Yeah.
So it's like that just like made so much sense to me that I had to point it out. So
Yeah. No, I love that because
yeah.
literally one of the cards that I made for the kids is a bear hug, like, just having someone squeeze you for
Mhm.
a minute or 2, and even, like, giving yourself one, like, squeezing yourself if you can, and it's 'cause I've seen these videos too on, like, TikTok of talking through different ways to help, like, calm down your kids when they're upset, especially when it's, like, overstimulated upset, because then it's like that those are the big meltdowns, like, there's no reasoning, it's no reasoning with them, like, it's just, and I saw this video of this mom, and as her son I think her son was actually very much on the spectrum, and as she's talking to him and trying to calm him down, she's, like, squeezing his arms and his legs and whatever, like, part of him she can grab, and that he's totally fine with it, he's great, but, like, as she's doing that and talking to him, like, you can see him calming down. At first, I was like, "That is such a crazy concept." But, I mean, looking through all of this and talking through these things, like, it makes sense, like, yeah, it's comforting, our body craves that, and it's so crazy.
I love that. I
Yeah,
love that. I
yeah.
love being human sometimes.
Right? It's so beautiful the things that I'm learning with this of, like, how complex but not complex our bodies are at the same time, but it's so sad that we're having to, like, dig for this information or go out of our way to find it. It's so sad that we don't just realize these things or not even realize it, but just, like, it's not taught to us. Like, if you get a car, you're taught to change the oil and don't let the gas go all the way to empty. You should really put more gas in it when it's halfway, and you need to wash it and do all these things, right? Like, these are our bodies. This is as human life, why are we not taught how to help regulate ourselves and understand our bodies and the different needs that we may have? It's crazy.
It is. I love it though.
Yeah.
Okay. So you brought up how much we have both grown in the past 5 months. I did look at it. Our first episode aired the last week of May, but I am so proud of you for the growth that I've seen in you. Granted, the
Thank you.
last month I have not seen you in person, which has broken my heart in many little microscopic pieces that will never
Mm.
fully heal until I see you again.
But we get to see each other in 2 days.
2 days! Woohoo!
Yay!
And that'll be
But yeah,
good.
it's been way too
It's
long. I
been
agree.
too freaking long. I'm sick of it.
Mhm.
Throw this adult stuff into the chokey over it. But I'm very proud of you. Like, I am so, so proud of
Thank
you,
you.
and I'm proud of you for giving yourself, like, the recognition that you deserve, that,
Thank you.
holy shit, you are growing. Yeah, you are. Fuck yeah, you are.
Thank you.
But yeah, I am so, so proud of you.
Thank you.
The next point is faith. You talked about faith and how that's a weird feeling or a weird thing for you to use because you're not
Uh-huh.
super religious anymore. And that's valid. I have actually been noticing that I have been feeling like faith a lot more as well. But it's not faith in a humanoid man on a cloud. It is faith in the universe and actually faith in myself more than anything. Because, like, as you and I have talked about this many times, like, my belief is that God is within all of us. Like, we're
Uh-huh.
all connected, we're all one with the universe. There's piece of God within me. I am I'm not saying I'm a prophet or anything like that, so don't get your panties in a wad, you guys. Like,
Don't be all
I am
hoity-toity.
God. You don't be I am God, you're God. In my belief
Uh-huh.
system, I am not telling anyone how to be. Whatever you believe is beautiful for you if it works for you. So, to me, although faith is a wonky word because it is so heavily connected to religion,
Mhm.
you're a divine being, Charyssa. So it's okay if you feel like you have faith in yourself and have faith in your life.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate
That's
you and your thoughts.
I love you and thank you for being vulnerable and sharing what you shared in your check-in.
I love you. I appreciate you always being here to listen and share your thoughts and support me, and you're so cute. Now I have thoughts to share on yours.
Good thoughts, I hope.
Yes, good thoughts. You're so funny. Okay. So first off, speaking of minimizing, I don't know if this was like truly minimizing, but I want to say you had said something in the beginning of like, oh, I shared all these routines that I started before. I haven't kept with all of them, but I have kept some. I want to say, like, good job for keeping the ones that you have. Like we talked about last time when you shared that, you were starting a lot of things at the same time, and that's a lot. So it's probably good that you weren't able to keep all of them. Like, that would be a lot. So, but it's awesome that you've been able to maintain some of them. You said something about your go-to foods not being nourishing and you're trying to be more mindful of that. Dude, same. Like, I've been noticing that too with me of like because I think I had even messaged you. I don't remember how long ago it was that I was like, I don't even remember how I said it, but I was like, "Every time I'm panicking or frustrated or whatever, I don't need a Dr. Pepper." But I was also like, "Gabby, tell me it's okay." But, like, that's been part of my thing is I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm stressed, I'm frustrated, I need soda and candy." I'm like I think it kinda goes up and down of, like I think we've talked about before, like, if you're more hydrated, you have less cravings, which I don't think I've been very good at hydrating lately. But I've been trying to be mindful of that too, especially, like, even going to, like, your food prepping. I food prep for my family every week, right? I don't prep myself lunches, and then I get into work, and then I'm stressed, and I have 2 seconds to run upstairs and grab something, and I'm like, "We bought soda recently, so I have soda, and oh my gosh, look, there's a Hot Pocket left in the freezer," and I'm like, "That's my meal for the day." Not the best. So I've been trying to be more mindful of that too, especially starting out the day with, like, protein and stuff, 'cause that can really help start you out, but it's hard. I feel like that's part of emotional eating, right? Which is something I've struggled with forever. My emotional eating is not healthy, but
Okay,
thoughts?
you said protein,
Yes.
so I'm a slut for pumpkin at Costco. I think it
Don't
was
get my hopes
Costco.
up.
It might have been Sam's.
Don't get my hopes up. I don't go to Sam's anymore.
Boyfriend does.
I know.
He can get you some. Premier Protein has their pumpkin pie shakes or their pumpkin spiced shakes, and they fucking slap. Like, they are so good.
Okay.
Like, I've had one a day for the
Dang.
past, like, 2 or 3 days, and so I am
That's
getting my
okay.
protein that I'm needing, but yeah.
Yes.
So double check when you're at Costco,
Okay. I will.
and if not, let me know because I'm gonna have him get me another pack.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I still have, like, a whole pack aside from, like, the 3 that are missing, but, like,
Still, you
they'll
gotta be
go away
prepared.
eventually, and it's like,
Yeah. Gotta stock up while you can.
yeah, because 'cause they're limited
Pumpkin
time.
season.
Yeah, so sorry, that's it.
I love that. You're good. Celebrating small wins. That's beautiful. I love that. Continue that. I noticed while you were talking about money is safe with me, I am I am deserving. I didn't write down everything you said, but you were tapping
Yeah,
and I love that so much. I thought that was so cool. What that's called EFT tapping, right?
EFT, yeah, so I
Yeah.
actually pulled it up because I figured because I saw your face when I started doing it. Okay, so it interrupts your stress signals. First of all, so when you, like, tap on certain points of your face and body, it makes your brain, like, more open to new information instead of being stuck in fight or flight mode. It rewires your beliefs, so, like, if you're saying positive truths while you're tapping it, it helps shift old thought patterns into more productive ones and the real truths out there. It also engages your body, voice, and mind together, which makes these truths that you're speaking feel more real and integrated instead of just words in your head. So
I
it's
love that so
literally
much.
just rewiring your mind, body, and soul into this truth.
I love
Yeah,
that so much. I had
thank
seen some
you.
TikTok videos on that, specifically in regards to, like because I know a lot of the signs, I guess, that you and I have talked through, or things, I guess, anyway, that things are coming is we have to believe and understand that we are deserving and we are safe to hold these, and it is, like, it's okay. And so in some of those, like, TikToks that showed up this was, like, a while ago that were showing up on my feed because of the things that we consistently send each other. That was some that showed up to, like, help rewire your brain to know that you are safe to receive this, you are deserving, it is okay. And so I love that. I
Mhm.
loved that you were doing that. That's
I'm
awesome.
not gonna lie. The reason I started tapping in general, freaking, I saw Pink do it in an interview.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, "That is so cool, what is she doing?" So I looked it up and I was like, "Holy shit," and then I looked more into it and I'm like, "Fuck, this shit works, let's do it."
Pink is legit. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. I love that you said with or without medication, life is hard because that's so true. Oh, so
'Cause, like,
true.
just 'cause, like, you're on medication doesn't take away the fact
It is
that
yeah, it doesn't
life's
solve
hard.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Like,
Yeah.
you still have to go through the hard parts. It's there to
Mhm.
help you maneuver through it, so
Yep, exactly. Okay, also, good luck with your testing out of your class. You got this. I believe in you.
thank you.
You're welcome. I love that you said that you have this knowing and feeling and inkling that what I wrote down, this is kind of my words, this isn't it. This isn't my story. This isn't where it ends, right? Because, like, I've been feeling that too. And I think that's part of the reason um, that I've both, like, been frustrated and overwhelmed, but also, like, being able to step back and give myself grace because that's kind of what started a lot of the changes that I have made over the past year is me and I know that, like, we've had this conversation of me just telling James, like, "This is not it. This is not life. We are not here to work our lives away and train our children to do the same thing and be overwhelmed and be" because, it's that you get overwhelmed and then obviously our situations are different, but, like, I get overwhelmed and I'm like, "How are other people doing this?" I work a I mean, I work more than 40 hours a week, but, like, I don't work a ton over that, I would say. I have 2 kids. There are plenty of people around me that have, like, 4 or 5 children, and I'm like, we're doing life of what other people are doing, and I'm not trying to minimize here, but I'm like, in my thought process, I'm like, "Why is this so hard for me when it seems like everyone else is functioning and doing it?" But that's the thing is that we don't see all of that, right? And in keeping in mind also a lot of the people in the area that I'm in, a lot of them, I don't know how, but they are one income households. And so that's a big difference. I'm not a one income household. But like that, like this is not what we're meant for. This is not our whole journey. Like we are obviously moving through this and you and I specifically are meant for bigger things such bigger things, and I think that it also kinda ties into, with you ending saying, like, your gratitude of the pod and having this space and being able to come in here and share these things and we're showing up is, like, this is something obviously that has brought us so close together and that has, like, helped for us to, like, share our healing and growing journey into where we're going in life because we are going fucking big places. Let it be known, let it be said now, we are, because we deserve that, and it is coming. I'm trying to remember exactly where I was going with this, but ultimately, yes, this is not it. I feel you on that, and oh, and when you were saying with your company specifically, that you have had like, you have the thought too of, like, "I've been at this company for so long, they've treated me well," and you were kind of like, "Maybe you feel that too," because I was, like, looking at you. I was getting tears in my eyes because I literally feel that too. I literally before like, earlier tonight, as I was looking through some of the angel numbers and talking with Vox, that was part of my thought process too, of, like and kind of part of some of the way that the angel numbers were showing up for me was in certain conversations, um, about sorry, hold on, I gotta plug in, um, were around conversation of being paid what I'm worth ultimately, and it was but okay, sorry, it went blank for a second, I thought I messed it up and lost you, sorry, let me
You're good.
regain. It was standing up for myself and what I'm worth and knowing that if the place that I'm at right now doesn't recognize that and I need to move other places to still stand in that and support myself in that, that's okay. And so I was like, "Fuck, okay. Is that like we're back to this. I've been in this place before, right? We're like wondering if this is the company that I'm going to be staying with or, where my journey will continue taking me." So I feel that. Crazy.
I
Yeah.
do want to point out, you said that even like you had pointed out that you and I are on very different paths, but and you're over here like, how does everyone do it? How do other people do it? I see you in a dual income house with 2 children, and I don't know how you do it. I feel like where you're sitting there and you're like, "Well, I know people who have 4 kids or 5 kids or whatever in single income homes." I'm over here. I'm in your position when you're looking at bigger families, because I don't know how you guys do it. If I could, like, I should be able to do this and not be stressed out all the time. Alas, here I am. Like,
Yeah.
we're in the same boat, just
Yeah.
with different destinations.
Yeah.
We're in
That's
different boats, but the same destination.
yes, yes.
There
Okay,
we go.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. And I think that that's one of the I mean, total side thing, but, like, that's one of the toxic things about social media too, is that people put these things out here of, like, "Life is so beautiful," or, "Here's how I hacked life," and whatever, right? And it's literally, like, other people are like, "Oh my gosh, everyone has it together, and I don't, and what is this?" And no, none of us have it together, and I try to remind myself of that too. Everyone obviously has their struggles, and my household is also very neurodivergent, which comes with its own things. But I mean, like I've said before, I am fully convinced that there is not one single household or family out there that does not have at least one neurodivergent individual because we are here. Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. But it's just so sad that like that's where society is at and that's what's put on us is like we're literally just here to be workers and earn in a lot of cases right now, not even enough money to live, not even enough money to pay for the roof over our house and have quality food. Because, yeah, maybe we can, you know, mac and cheese and pastaroni and hot pockets. And not saying there's anything wrong with those. I definitely have all three of those in my house right now. But like, those don't like, we need other foods. We need other things in our bodies. And we should be able to just afford quality food and things that we need. Yes.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. Pastaroni, Hot Pockets that most people can afford. And I'm gonna stress that I said most people, because not even everyone can afford those, are so highly processed. There's so many preservatives and additives in our foods here that are not legal in other countries
Mhm, mhm.
because they are toxic. So, like, I mean, don't get
Literally.
me wrong, I can get down with the Totino's pizza any day, but, like, it's not
Yeah.
good for me. It's not good for our
No.
bodies, you guys.
Yeah. But, yeah, it just, like, none of this is setting any of us up for success. I feel like this is a crazy tangent off that, but to end it, this is not it. We are going so much higher than this, so your inkling is not wrong.
Yes. Thank you.
Yep. Um,
Okay. Do you
yes,
feel
those are
complete?
my I do, and I don't know. I love all of this. I love our conversations. I have seen, and I guess just speaking through the things that we are, I've seen angel numbers through this conversation. I've seen different signs of things, and I love it so much. And I love when we talk and all the things that we see and share and feel.
Yeah. You and me both, my love.
Yes. Okay,
Okay, do we have any announcements before we sign off?
we are on more than just Spotify. We are also
Mhm.
available on Patreon. Join us, watch us. Speaking of announcements, tune in next week for a special guest.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. You'll have to tune in to
I
see
love
more
it.
or hear
I love
more.
it. We're mysterious. We're
Ooh.
keeping things on the DL so you can come back next week and figure it the fuck
Keeping
out
it
with us.
yeah, keep you on your toes.
Yeah. I'm so excited for this person.
Me too.
Just
It'll
know that, you
be
guys.
so good. Yeah.
It'll be a good ass time.
Yes. 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 Who knows? Maybe
Okay.
it'll be multiple episodes. We're all talkers.
Mhm. Ain't that the truth?
All right. Think that
Do you feel complete?
I feel complete. Do you feel complete?
I feel complete.
All right, that is a wrap on this week's episode. Thank you so much for joining us in the chaos.
We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to subscribe, leave us a review or a comment of your favorite moment or what you'd like to hear next, and share it with your friends.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for more gorgeous pandemonium throughout the week.
Until next time, keep embracing the madness.
We'll see you
Next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.